What's in the box? So it's been a little while. Thought I'd do a vlog video. Happy New Year's, everyone. Hopefully you had a nice New Year. And here we are into 2021 for a dose of bricks. And the first thing we are working on, we purchased a lot of minifigs over the last couple days. And here's the first lot we got, which was all superhero. So it includes all these. So these I've already have entered in. You can see there's some pretty good ones. Here's the female Green Lantern. I forget her name. She's pretty valuable. Ra's al Ghul's in the back there. He's pretty good. Talia al Ghul's there, or Talia Ghul, however you say her name. Vision. Some really good ones, and then we still have this pile. Problem with the Hulk is you can't sell him with the gauntlet. You need to sell him with the other green hand. So I guess we're going to have to look for another green hand, or we're going to piece him out. Shame of it is, too, is this almost has all the stones. I think you're just missing the green stone on that one. So we're going to finish doing these. I'm not expecting any more big time ones, but a couple good ones. Gamora's usually pretty good. Ant-Man. The shame of it is this Nick Fury is really cool, but he's so common because they came in that poly bag. Same with this Captain Marvel. But there's some good ones. So we have this here, and then we got this box today from a buyer that I negotiated with on Macari. But before we do that, let's take a look at the numbers. Well, okay, there's some slight disappointment here. So 22 fans, 350 orders, which is pretty amazing. The 99.2 praise. So last night when I worked, that was 100%. But it's interesting here, it still says only 131 feedback. So let's take a look at this. Scroll down here. Do you have a tracking number? Have not received the order, has not arrived. Yeah, I sent them the tracking number and told them that it's been at the post office since 12/18, which is the date of the order. I get it. There's some disappointment because it is January 5th and you haven't received it, but you're complaining at the wrong person. And plus, my PayPal, the way PayPal is set up, at least how I think it is because it works for me, is when I print the shipping label, it goes to whatever email is on record that, hey, a shipping label has been created for you. And then I have all the tracking numbers. So this person is mad at me because they haven't gotten their order yet and then didn't check their email for it. And so now I have a negative rating. Well, I have a less than perfect rating. But at the end of the day, that's not my fault. But I guess it is what it is. Can't really complain about it. Probably going to have to send another email to them and say, like, I don't know if you can review ratings, but that's not really a rating. You shouldn't be given a rating asking for a tracking number because you haven't gotten your order and then give a neutral rating because that was 100%. Let's take a look at the numbers here. 34,225 and then 2,596 lots. Just, again, a little disappointed about this. Last night was 100%. I saw that earlier today, and I had to give a feedback, and so I wanted to show you guys. Just, one of the things when you work as a Bricklink, seller is really hoping that your buyers understand that there's certain things on your control. I get it, you didn't get your package, but, check your email for the PayPal email, letting you know that the shipping label has been created. I know when I buy stuff off of Bricklink, I get an email right away saying, like, hey, your shipping label has been created, and it's on your way. So I just assume that works for everybody. I don't know if you're just checking the wrong email or what, or maybe I'm wrong, but that stinks a little bit. But hey, I'm happy with this though. 34,225 and then 2,596 lots. So we're gonna be pretty busy here soon, parting out more. But today we're gonna work on minifigs. All right, now the moment you all been waiting for. What is in the box? I was able to bundle a big deal with a guy on Macari, and I got just a ton of minifigs. So, a bunch of different clones, some more Star Wars ones, nice, and then a huge lot of Lord of the Rings. So the plan tonight is to finish those, get these uploaded, and hopefully hit maybe I think last time I checked our numbers were at 210 for minifigs. Hopefully we're going to get to 260, so we will see. I'm going to fill this whole tray up tonight. So for all you people who are new to Bricklink and you're figuring out how to do pricing, you take your minifig. Now this one's is Cyborg. Now there's a couple different ones Cyborg. If you look on the computer, there's 3 different ones. depending on what set they are, comes down to the value of the minifig. So there are 3 of them. Now I know one of these is from the bags they did, the collector series, or the collector series. This one, when I looked at it, which is this one right here, open up in a new tab, that way I don't lose my place. This one did not, because you could tell by the pricing. Look at this. Average price is $6.89. Now, I base my pricing usually around this, but also what is for sale in the States. And so what was interesting when I started to look at this one, first off, I thought this was only going to be like a $3 minifig, because the sideboards in the collector series do not sell that well. I noticed that the cheapest one for minifigs for you, there's some free advertisement for you, is $8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post my price between $8 and between that $6.89. So sometimes I'm above this used. I'm usually not at this level, which is the current used, though. I'm not that far. But sometimes I'm going to be at this used, I'll be below it, or I'll be above it. I just base it on what is selling right now and at the cost. And for me, when I bought the whole lot, I average out each minifig. And each minifig is worth X amount of dollars to me. And with that, I determine how much I'm going to sell it above or lower compared to what other ones are selling. So some of these are not the lowest minifigs for sale. They might be like the second, third, or fourth cheapest. Some of them, like this one, for instance, if I were to sell him for, let's just say, $7.25, he's already double what my average cost is per one. So for me, yeah, could I get $7.75 or $7.90? I might, or I might sell for $7.25, get somebody in the store to buy this, look at a few of these other ones, and before you know it, I've sold a few more. So that's the way I do my business with the store. Again, you could choose how you want to do your Bricklink store, but I said, that's how I found success. So are my profit margins smaller than other stores? Yes, but I'm also selling more. And when you're able to get more capital, because you now have been making money, you can then go out and buy bigger lots. And the bigger the lot you buy, at least, my experience, the more you buy, the 10 you can get the cost down per minifig, which is common sense. The reason why places like Costco exist with toilet paper, because the more toilet paper you buy at Costco, it gets smaller or the cost gets lower because there's so much of it. That's the same with minifigs. If somebody has only 10 minifigs, the chances of you getting it down to like a $3 per minifig, especially of a series like Marvel, is low. But when you're buying 60 minifigs or 70 minifigs, you can get that number a little bit lower. And that's what happened here. I bought, I think this was like 58 minifigs, and I paid $187. And, him right there, if I got $7 out of him, $7. Now, granted, not all these are going to sell for $7, but some of these, like I've said before, she's the cheapest I have in the States, and I have her for $14.50. But now this guy here is only $1. So you just have to make sure you know what you're doing, and find the best way to where you can make the most money the quickest, because then you can then go in and buy more. And that's how you want to run a successful Bricklink stores. You got to constantly be restocking and increasing if your goal is to do this at a somewhat permanent status where you want to make a sizable income. And in this case here, that's what I'm working on. And of course, the store money, most of the store money I make just goes back into the store, and I buy more and more inventory till I get to a size that I feel like it's comfortable enough, and then I could start, potentially paying myself more. But right now it's all about the store and getting you guys the best deals. This guy here is so new that nobody's bought him unused in the last 6 months. Now, with that being said, there's only 3 used ones for sale with the average price of $19.63. You see $11.70, $17.20, and $30. The only problem is there's also a new one for sale for $9.45. So I think I'm going to rock the market and put him on for $7.69 at 5% off. So see what happens. He's got all the pieces. He's actually pretty cool. If I had a larger display section, he might have remained, but I don't. And I have goals with this business that I want to accomplish, and so if I kept everything that I thought was really cool, I'd be broke, and the business would be broke. But I have some big goals with the business, so I have to remind myself when I buy certain things for myself still that make sure that I really, really want it, and it kind of fits in with what I am attempting to do long term with this business. So Unfortunately, I'm going to have to sell him, but as I said, we'll see how we rock the market here and sell him cheap. He's so tiny. I have not got one of these yet. This is one of the baby Groots. And look at the average price, $7.05. Now, there is someone selling it brand new for $6.99 in the States. I think that $6.45 is out of the States, but I might put them on there for like $5.99 or something like that. But really cool, but amazing how that is $6. People want that. And you think about, like, 41 people bought in the last 6 months new, and 34 people bought them used. And then you also look at the current sales. There's only 25 and 11, so there's not a lot in the inventory or in the market right now. So, this is one of those cases where I'm going to price below the average, but I didn't count him as a minifig when I counted the number of minifigs, and yet he's going to get more than 5 to 10 of the minifigs I got out of that lot. So pretty interesting. So I've gone through this. I go through the superhero list on Bricklink. I've gone through it twice, and I've added all of these minifigs. The Hulk, I'm not going to be able to add because you can't add them without the hand. So I put it in my want list. The new hand's only like $1.50. But the Gauntlet sells for like $5 used. So I guess it's a win because I'll still end up getting, I think you can get like $7 or $8 for him once you have the hand. And what I might actually do is, I have one of him in my personal collection, and I actually only like the Gauntlet, so I might take mine and put it on him until I get the used one in. So I just have these ones left. I have this pair of pants here. I took this out of my collection because when I did get to him, he had the wrong pants. But I was kind of in a groove, so I didn't stop. I just got to the end of the list, so I'm going to restart it to get these last couple ones uploaded and then be done. And so I remembered he needed a dark pair of pants and not these dark gray pants, dark tan. And then we'll be done on these. And, based on the length of this video, I guess I'm only going to be able to get done these superhero ones. So I'm going to upload these, and then I'll kind of give you guys the estimate of how much I should be able to sell all this for. There's a lot, and it takes a lot of time because you do need to inspect. There's, again, some really good ones, and Spider-Mans are dime a dozen. So there's some of these that are only going to get me $1, but then there's some in here that are going to give me $8 or $9. So you just have to look at the numbers and see what works in your favor. All right, so this is the finished product. There ended up being 57 minifigs if you count the small Ant-Man and the small Baby Groot. And that's also including the Hulk without his hand. So he actually isn't uploaded yet to the store, but I figured since I uploaded the Gauntlet, I could still say it was 57 items. I still have to upload him. And then, of course, it came with a lot of these weapons and stuff like this, and you'd be surprised. There's probably $2-3 more out of this. But I actually was wrong on the pricing. I kept telling you guys I paid $187 for all this. I actually paid with shipping, tax, and the whole lot. I only paid $176. 57 minifigs, so pretty much I paid about $3.08 a minifig. And I would say out of 57 of these, 48 of them were above that price. And then I would say there's a good 20 of them that are at least double. So there's definitely good money to be made here. If I could guess, if I paid $176 for this, even with a sale, I think I can make anywhere from $350 to $400. Depending on how high my sale is. Right now I have a sale running right now, and every once in a while I'll run like a flash sale of an even higher discount. And it's just, some of these are a lot rarer than I thought. Like that Commissioner Gordon there, he sells for $10, so he's going to get me 3 times the amount. But then you have someone like this Nick Fury back here who will be lucky if we get $1.25 for. So you just have to, it's important to know your figures. And so for me, when I did this, there were a couple in here that I knew the values of, and so I was able to feel comfortable taking the risk on it. And as I said, a lot of these, I'm the lowest. So even with being the lowest, I feel like I could double my money. And if you could double money on minifigs, that is phenomenal. Like, that's really good if you can do that. So, because minifigs are a lot tougher to flip in terms of money, because people know minifigs have value to it. You want to try to get 3 times the amount, 3.5 times for pieces. But if you can get, sometimes I'm happy if I get 1.5 times on minifigs, because minifigs are the #1 seller. But this is going to be a great addition to the store. And this is where I'm going to end the video at. I hope you guys enjoyed it. and hopefully learn some new things. Again, all comes down to knowing your price points and knowing what to find. And I guess we'll do this one in the next video. 2 Star Wars one. I got another one coming, and the Lord of the Rings stuff. So see you guys all later. Up for an hour. It was up for an hour. Sold the Black Panther, $7.11, $7.12. So there you go. That just shows you, if you can put it at the right price point, people will buy it. So there's already the first one out of there.